Hi guys, it's Alex, and this is part one on how to make Prince Cliff, the SkyWing, from Wings of Fire out of Rainbow Loom. This is miniature dragon in my mini dragon series. And I guess I'll just get right on with the video. In this video, we'll be making the head, the front legs, and the bigger wings. So yeah, let's get started with that. You want your loom to be in the offset configuration, so it looks like this, and then I'll tell you what to do. So all of these bands are double looped, by the way. So double looping red bands, just opaque red, from the 4th peg, you go down 5 times, and then the sides from the 5th pegs, no, the 6th, the 5th on each side, you go down all the way. And then from here, where you stopped off in the middle, go down all the way down. It was this fire red, lava red. I'm not 100% what it's called, but I'll put it in the description in the band count. The band count is in the description. So, and then you want to double loop that. I'm just going to be calling it fire. I'm going to be calling it lava red. Okay? You go diagonally into the middle from both sides and from the center, and then you cap that end off with a lava red band wrapped around 4 times. Double loop lava red in a triangle across those 3 pegs, and we're doing the holding bands now. So double looped reds across in triangles like it is on my loom. Now I'm going to show you how to make the little teeth there. Just teeth, no big deal. So you want to get, I'm making mine with white Alpha Loom bands, so like super, the small bands. You don't have to, you can use white Rainbow Loom. If you're doing Rainbow Loom, you want to wrap it around your hook 4 times, Alpha Loom wrap it around 3 times. That's a tooth. So you want to, this second holding band, you want to just lift it up and then go to that peg, slide on a tooth, and then make another tooth. Slide one onto this peg. And we're going to do the same thing on the next 2. So making another tooth, sliding it onto that set, and one more, making a tooth, and sliding it onto that set. Right there. Okay. Replace the holding band, I guess. And now, what we're gonna do, the eyes. So we're gonna make the eyes. So, I'm gonna be using the lava red to make the eyelids. So take one, wrap it around your peg 4 times, double loop 1, and then get a black band, wrap it around 4 times, and then get your eye color. I'm going to be using the Alpha Loom Green bands. I find it easier to just use Alpha Loom because they are smaller, but I'm going to, if you use Rainbow Loom, you'll just wrap it around twice on each side of the black. Alpha Loom, you just need to do once. So once, twist, put it onto that side, like that. So in the back where it's like an X, you can just put the eyelid over it, and here's an eye. Push that down, and we're going to make another one. Sorry if there's any background noise. So just making the eyelid, double looping and pulling it on. I'm gonna get black, wrap it around 4 times, and then the eye color, green. So now that we've got both eyes on our hook, we're going to double loop lava red and pull everything on our hook onto that band in order. So the green, and then all 4 black loops. You gotta make sure that they're in order, because it's gonna look really weird and be hard to get back correctly if you do it wrong. Okay, so now that I have all of it on, the 2 loops on my hook, I'm going to put it onto the 4th peg. Same thing here. And I'm going to spread apart the 2 eyes. Spread apart the 2 eyes. Oh my god. And now get 2 loops. What hook is this? Get 2 loops. Two of the 4 loops, and we're just going to pull them to the 3rd peg. So I'm going to just put them on this peg first, because the way that I find it easier to do is I'm going to get these 2 that were on this peg already. I'm going to grab them. I'm just going to hold them with my fingers, and then these 2 middle ones, put them on the 3rd peg where they're supposed to go, and then the finger loops, put them on your hook and put them back carefully, since it's super tight, onto the peg that it was on, so the 4th peg. Super tight, so you can't pull too hard or anything. I'll be gentle with it. Okay, got it. So that part used to be like, it's still like one of the hardest parts on a mini dragon. The only thing is, it's just, after I figured out how to put just this and then that and then that, it got so much easier. Anyways, so now we're going to start looming. Don't get ahead, because there's a few things that we're going to attach. So I'm looming the side diagonals, so looming up the top 2 bands and looming them to where they go. The sides should look like this so far. I'm going to stop there. I'm going to stop there. So now there's a little spike that he has right there, and I'm going to show you how to make it. It's gray, so you want a gray band, and unlike my other mini dragons, like say Luna for example, I would use Alpha Loom bands to make the claws sharp, but I figured out how to do that with any normal Rainbow Loom band. You just like double loop it. So you need this thing. It comes with a Rainbow Loom set. You would get your gray band, wrap it around this peg twice. Here, I'm gonna definitely zoom in. Oh sorry for the shaking. Okay, you got this little mini loom. You get the gray band, wrap it around this peg twice, pull on it, twist into a figure 8, twist it again, and over. I'm going to show you how to do that one more time. Okay, so you got this little peg. You wrap a gray band around twice, figure 8 it around like that, twist it, and put that over the top of both, like that. So now you're going to get your hook and loom over the bottom 2 over that end, and bottom 2 over that end. And now you can just lift up the 2 ends onto your hook, and it's this little spike. I'm going to be using that a lot throughout this tutorial, so if you want them to look accurate and sharp, then you're going to have to get used to doing that a lot. If not, you can just either do that same thing but without double looping it, or just getting a cap band and double looping another. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a fire or a lava red band. I'm going to wrap it 2 ends on one side and 2 ends on the other side of this. Since I'm not sure if I'm going to want the spike on there, I can take it off later on, but if I take it off, I'm going to want something on, so that's why I'm putting the fire red. So slide all of these things on to these 2 loops while you're looming. Sorry if I'm having trouble explaining this stuff right now. I don't know why. Anyways, I got that on. I'm going to get a lava red, wrap it around your hook 4 times, loom up right here, and slide it on. Loom up the next one, but be very careful because part of the eye bands are on that peg. Loom that up. You can loom it up. You can loom up one more time. Now I'm going to show you how to make the horns. They're gray. You won't need to do that weird double loop thing. Anyways, get a gray band, wrap it around your hook 4 times, double loop a gray, pull on the cap band and claim, double loop another, double loop a third, now take 2 bands, and you're going to double loop them. So take 2, twist, and a double loop, pull everything onto there, and now get 3 bands, pull everything onto there, and reclaim. Like that. That's 1 horn. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and make another. So you've got 2 horns, exactly the same. Now where we left off on the sides, carefully loom that up, slide on a horn, and loom over. I'm going to grab my other horn and do the exact same thing. We can adjust the horns later on. And then you can loom up all the way down the sides. The red bands are being stretched so much that they look pink, but don't worry. When we take it off, it'll look red again. Just looming up the sides. The next thing that I'm going to show you how to do is make the spikes. I'm making them brown. You can do whatever color you want, obviously. So I'm going to zoom in for this. Just get 2 pegs, 2 fingers, whatever. Get a brown band or your spike color. Figure eight it around those 2. Twist it and put it onto the top 2. So like we did with the little nose spike. I'm going to show you how to do it again. So get your brown, put on there, figure 8 it, twist it again, and put it onto the peg. You're going to loom up the bottom band over and the bottom band over. You can take that off and put both loops onto your hook, and that's a spike. You're going to want to make 28 more with a total of 29 for the whole project, though we only need 5 for the neck, so you can wait to do those if you want until we make the body, but I suggest making them now or after you make the neck. So make more of them, and yeah, we're just going to slide them on as we loom down the neck. So loom up, slide on a spike, loom over. Where did I put one? I had a hole here. I've got a bunch right here. Loom up, slide on, loom over, loom up, that on, loom over. Until you get to the end. Got one more. Now I'm just going to tie off the 3 ends with 3 random colored bands. As I usually say, it doesn't matter the color because we're taking it off later for anyone new here. I'm going to start to carefully take this off of the loom. And of course around the eye area where those bands are attached, you need to be extra careful because that's the tightest area. There. It's gonna look a little funky when you take it off. You've just got to do some adjusting. This is not like a normal project where you can just rip it off the loom. It's all double looped, so tighter and not reinforced. Okay, so the eyes, you might need to pop them back into place. They might look big. You just want to push them down and stuff. I'm going to adjust it more later, of course. The horns, you want to like go through, tug upwards to pull them in the other direction. Yeah, I'll do more of that later on. Hold up, did I make one? Shoot. Oh no, that's my dog in the background. I accidentally made one horn longer than the other, but y'all shouldn't have had that problem. Anyways, I'll fix that later on, probably. Anyways, here's the head. This is what it should look like. Very sharp looking. I like it. Next up, we're gonna make the, oh yeah, and you can adjust the little spikes. Next up, we're gonna make the, what are they called? The legs, okay? So, adjust your loom so that it is in the rectangular configuration. And what we're gonna do, for the front leg, this is what you'll do. Two reds at a time, 2 opaque red. Go down 3 times here, then go down twice in the middle, and 2 times diagonally. Now taking 3 bands there and 3 there. You can double loop holding bands across those 2 bands and those 2 pegs, whatever. I think I say the wrong words sometimes. But, and then we're gonna attach on these little bumps when we start looming. If you all have made stuff for my tutorials before, then you know that whole deal. Yeah, so now we gotta make the stupid foot. Anyways, I hate making feet. I gotta get some gray bands. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how to make a toe. We're making that same little sharp claw as we did earlier. If you don't want to do this, then you don't have to. Sorry, my dog is whining in the background. So you wrap it around this little peg twice. Figure 8 it, twist it, and put it over those 2 pegs. Loom over the bottom 2. I messed something up. Okay, sorry, I was just redoing mine, because I got, sorry about that, I'm redoing mine completely. Sometimes these can be really tedious to make. Sorry if I sound like I have a lisp or something. It's because I got my braces changed and it's been sounding weird ever since. Anyways, I made the little claw, whatever. Now get a red, double loop it, slide on that claw, and bam, that's a toe. You want to make 4 or 3 more for this foot. So I've made those. Now what we're gonna do is double loop one, pull everything on all 4 toes. Get a band and wrap it around 4 times, and then reclaim. And then make another toe. Make another toe. I made it. Double loop a red. Pull everything on, so the toe, the foot, that little clump in the middle, and reclaim that. And then we're just going to attach that double loop band onto this peg. Make the thumb facing down. The thumb is the last claw we attach, the 5th. And then when you make this foot again, when you make this whole leg again, you're going to attach it with the thumb facing up, and instead of looming on these little bumps, you're going to slide them on before we loom and then loom over. So our first foot, we loom up, slide on a clump. So a clump is a lava red wrapped around 4 times, or a bump, or whatever. We're making those all along the front leg. Loom up the top 2. We're not attaching any bumps over here. Make another lava red bump, wrapping it around 4 times, sliding it on, sliding it on. I accidentally did 3 instead of 4. Redo that. Slide it on. And I'm tying off both ends. Some adjusting is required, so go into here to make the elbow. So like go into that set and pull it backwards, and then for the claws, you want to go into their sets and pull them up. I'm gonna adjust them some more later because I don't have much time in this video, because I don't want the video to be super long. It's already 25 minutes. So yeah, I'll show you how to make the back leg now. It's similar, but it's different enough that it requires me to show you how to make it again. So here we've got a front leg. Go ahead and make another front leg symmetrically, like I told you how to. So they're exactly opposite. Now for the back leg. Go down twice here on the far peg, and then go down 3 times in the center. And then diagonally, and then go down once with 3 bands. Now, you want to make your 4 toes. Showed you how to make toes already. If you forgot, go back and watch how I showed you how to make it. So you got 4, double loop a red, slide on all 4 toes. Now get a red band wrapped around 4 times and reclaim the band that was on your finger. Now take 2 bands, double loop them, so just 2 bands, and wrap them around so you've got like 4 little loops on your finger. Slide everything on. Is my mom making eggs? I don't know, I smell the eggs. Anyways, we've got that. Good. Now, what we want to do... 1 second, please. I'm gonna look at how I made this. Double looping, or taking 2 bands, double looping them, putting them on, and then okay, yeah. So now we've got this whole thing. Put 4 of the 8 loops, so just half of them, onto this peg, like that. You can put the other 2 onto this one if you want. Now go ahead and make one last claw, and you want to place it onto this peg. Now you can reclaim these loops like that. Now we can just add double looped holding bands across these sets of 2 pegs. Now with the lava bands again, wrap around 4 times to create the bumps. Careful looming up here, it's pretty tight. Might need a helping hook. Okay, that was violent. Slide on the bump. Loom over. Making another bump. slide it on. Slide it on. Making a couple more. Okay, and then this side we just loom up twice. And we're tying off the ends. Now, take this off of your loom. Obviously, you have to adjust this and stuff, but you can bend it so that there's like a knee, and then you can go through certain sets in the toes, so you can like tug on them. But yeah, that's about it. You just want to make sure that you've got 2 of these. So go back and make another. So by now, by this point in the video, you should have your head and neck. I might want to elongate this neck. I'm not sure. I'll think about it. Anyways, sorry, my mom is like yelling on the phone in the background. Anyways, by now we should have the front legs, back legs, which I will adjust. And now I'm going to show you how to make the other wing, because I've made one already, obviously. Anyways, let's get to it. I'm gonna cut the video. Okay, sorry. Now we're gonna do the wings. Yeah. We're gonna start off with taking 2 orange bands at a time. Go down 7 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Okay. So now, wrap a band around this end peg 3 times, and then we're going to place 2 loose bands onto every peg, except for the end pegs. Except for the end pegs. Okay, now loom up the first one. Now we've got to make some claws. So the claws, oh sorry, is that out of frame? The claws, is the same thing that we've been making the tips of it. So, gray band, wrap it around this thing twice, twist it in a figure 8, twist it again, and all the way over. And then get the bottom 2 from, the bottom 2 from there, the bottom 2 from there, from each side. And then you get the ends onto your hook. Now, we're going to double loop a gray band. Double loop another gray band. And then double loop a red onto there and reclaim it. So that's going to be one of your wing claws. You want to go ahead and make 3 more so that you've got 4. I've already made them. So this is what we're going to do. Take off these 2 loose bands. Loom up there, lift up all 4 loops, slide on the claw, and replace the 4 loops. Okay, if this comes off, just put that back on. And now lift up the top 2 loops and replace the loose bands from where we got them. Loom up once. Now take off the next loose bands. Get a claw. Loom up. Lift up all 4 loops. Slide on the claw. And put down all 4 loops. Lift up the top 2 and replace the 2 loose bands. Loom up once, and we're going to do it again here. So loom it up. Lifting up all 4, sliding on the claw. Lifting up the top 2. Replacing the loose bands. Putting that back. Putting the 2 bands back down. Loom up that. Now you can just tie off the end with any color. Now take this off. You want to tug on the loose bands so that they're facing the opposite way of the claws. Like that. Should look like that for now. That's just the bottom part of the wing. Since this is a 1 loom project, I have to do it in 2 parts. So that's just the bottom part. Now, with red bands, go down with 2 at a time, all the way down on the top row. All the way down. Okay, and now with our orange bands, go down the top row until the second to last peg. Now, bottom row, go down until the third to last peg. What is this band? Some messed up band. The reason that I'm making Cliff for this tutorial is because I don't really know of any other baby SkyWings. I mean, I guess this is the perfect one. It was featured in book 8. So. Anyways, now we've got to do. Now we gotta add these guys. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, get on this little first piece we made, go through the cap bands, so 3 loops, put that on here, onto this peg, and now take two orange bands, go up diagonally, 2 orange bands, go up diagonally. Now, you want to make another claw, so exactly the same as the ones we already made, and you want to place that onto this peg. Oh shoot, this almost fell. Place that onto this peg, that. Now we're gonna start to loom. So you know how we have these loose bands here? Put 2 onto there and 2 onto there. You do that, but lift up the top one, so there's only 1 band from the set of 2 for each of those. So we're just putting the bottom band on here. So I did it to these 3. See that? Now I'm gonna double loop red bands and put them over them like this. Like that. And then now you can put on the top one. This is to make it as like centered and symmetrical as possible. Now I'm gonna double loop a red and put it on there, and then put a double looped orange onto there, and then a double looped red onto this first one. Okay, now we can start looming. So go under this claw, loom up the top 2, which go here, and then here you can loom up the top only, go down 5 times, or until, yeah, just only go down 5 times. Now looming orange. Bottom 2 bands. Don't loom the holding bands. That'll mess it up. Now, we're going to keep doing this, but don't go too far looming on the top because we have to attach another claw up here. A different type of claw. Anyways, I'm going to put the bottom band onto the back. Now, I'm going to double loop a red. Not going to put one there yet. Not. So, I'm going to show you how to make another claw. First, make the tip. So, wrapping it around this peg, figurating it, twisting it, and bringing it over. Looming over the bottom 2 on each side. And now, just getting the ends onto your hook. Now, double loop a gray band. Double loop another gray band. Double loop a red band. And take 3 red bands. Now I'm going to loom up the 6th set, lift up all 4, slide on the claw, replace 4. Now lift up the top 2 with your hook, leave it there. Now take a red band, double loop it, and place it from there to there. Now you can replace that. Now I'm going to put the top bands on of the holding bands. There. And I can leave it in the middle. Now that's getting a little bit tight over here, I can take off some of these sets to release the tension. Okay, I'll take off one more. Don't go too close though. Okay, so before I get too close to the end, get your lava red bands or whatever you're using in place of those. Wrap one around your hook 4 times to make that little cap band, and lifting up those two, slide it on. Slide on the bump. I'm gonna do that again. Right here. And right here. Slide that on. Now, I'm gonna do my last band that goes there, and then do the red double loop right there. Now we're put on the top. Do that, do that, do that. And then we're gonna place double loop a red band going from I'm just wrapping them around twice here, and it helps with double looping. I'm double looping from there to there, there to there, and there to there. So double loop horizontal bands, or holding bands that are red. Like that. I can go down the middle row all the way. And this last set of 4 loops, I'm going to put that, so I got all 4 loops on my hook. I'm going to lift up this holding band right here, the double looped red. I'm going to put the bottom 2 loops for my hook onto there, and I'll get the red again. Get the red, put it onto there, and then you can put the top 2 loops. And I'll loom down here to the end. And before we do the top part, take 2 orange bands, go into here, into this set, this second peg. Grab the 2 bands, pull them through, and reclaim them with the other set. You can tie that off, just so it looks like another one right there. Now, getting your lava reds again, we're just making these little cap bands. So, loom up, slide on, loom over. Loom up, slide on. Make sure you slide on all of the loops. Slide on. And loom over. Okay, now we're going to take this off of the loom. Did I miss something? I don't know. I did. What did I miss? I hope y'all didn't make the same mistake as me, but I made some kind of mistake over here. Don't worry guys, I'm gonna fix this. I'm hoping y'all didn't make the same mistake. So if you didn't, and you don't have any loose bands hanging off over here, then you don't need to do this part. Okay. So the wing is not going to look 100% finished because it's not. We still got to add the wing veins. I'll show you about that in a sec. I'm not going to do the adjusting until after that. So this is what it's going to look like, and this is what it does look like now. These are the veins. It makes it look a lot better and finished. So I'll show you how to do that. So you've got this top claw. Go under it, into this little space under it. Take 2 red bands, pull them through, go down to the next set, the next gap, and then get the other 2 ends onto your hook on the other side. Now, grab the 2, pull them through all of that, and go into the next gap. Get them on your hook over here. Now the last one, you'll take 1 band, pull it through all, go into the red set of the claw, grab the other side, and pull that 1 band through, and wrap it around that claw once. I'll show you how to do this again. So, we're going from 2 bands going across there, 2 red bands, pull them through. We're going over to this claw on the side, and then 1 band. Pull it through, go into the red set, grab the end, pull it through. I've got 1 more vein left. Okay. Okay, and the wing is finished. You can do any last minute adjustments and stuff to make it look how you want. Yeah, so it's bigger than, I guess, my other dragon's wings, because SkyWings have bigger wings. Anyways, make 2, make another one. You don't have to make it symmetrical, because you can just bend it the other way. And we're going to wire it. At least I am. But yeah, I made 1 mistake, but it's fine. Yeah, so by the end of this video, you should have and I'm going to fix this little loose band. I'll wrap it around there. Okay, I'll do that in a bit. Anyways, by the end of this video, you should have your head and neck. I did change the horns. I made it, instead of 3 bands there, I made it just the 2 bands double looped. The double bands double looped. The wings, the front legs, and the back legs. In the next part, we're going to be making the body. I'll see you then.